we see two opposite situations. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always in rapt attention of Vrindavan Leela. And for those who are externally situated, he will make them aware and by hook or crook make them aware and make them chant. So his internal meditation will not be disturbed. And when he is in the mood of internal harmony with the love of Vrindavan Leela, then everybody else will be disturbed. Now, such Leela will induce all the living entities, including birds and bees, to dance in ecstasy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went through Jharikanda forest and made the wild animals chant and dance. Because every living entity is intrinsically part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. And the love of Godhead is embedded in it. It's not a new thing that he has to search out. But it is submerged by the material concept. It has been hidden. Even though we have the treasure of love, we do not know how to expose it. Generally, our limitations of understanding love is only physical, and we have limitations. However, you think that the love between man and woman would be everlasting, a wishful thinking of Bollywood and Hollywood. But will never make it, you know. You will experience completely opposite things. Right? You will be frustrated. And then you start comparing that what kind of this loving situation, that it is not knowing any boundaries, and it will make even unrelated, you know, entities also take part into it. Man is always trying to estimate the greatness of his love for his own family, own society, own nationality, and probably international, but it is still the love of an expanded body. Such love has so much limitations that however one may try, but they get completely reverse actions. People sacrifice their life for the love of land. In Vrindavan also. You know, mafias shoot each other and they sacrifice their life for love of land that they were encroaching. That is not love. It is frustrating. Anything external of material nature, which pertains only to the material body and expansions of the material body, that love does not last. It is a cheating experience. But because the love was within us, we were trying to express it, but again, wrong number. The person, the recipient of our love is a wrong number. Right? And our conception of that love is also misconceived. Nonetheless, we term it as love, but it is not there. It is a cheating experience. You cannot find in the material world, but within you. So you have to dematerialize yourself and expose it. Because you have it. It is embedded within, but you have to open each and every chamber, just like an Ananta Padmanabha temple, and bring out the treasure. So, it has to be brought up. So therefore, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, they say, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunahi Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karile Uday. We have to unlock the love within us by proper hearing and chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have to unlock and bring out the treasure of love. If we become miser and never open the lock will be rusted and can't open either. It has to be smashed, broken. Right? The funny thing, in our old time, even I have seen the locks are very, very extraordinary. They will never get rusted. They will operate. You do not need to put oil even for lubrication. I was visiting Chandu Narayan in Nepal, in Kathmandu, outskirts of Kathmandu, where we have a center. Right? And there are a lot of snakes, cobras, around there. But Chandu Narayan temple is an ancient temple. It is one of the national property, treasured. Beautiful carvings, stone carvings are there. And when we went, it was locked. Then it was supposed to be opened by 4 o'clock, so we waited then. But then nobody would come forward because after all, the pujari would not be around. He will take his own time. It's not like our temples that must open up at a precise time, So we were waiting. But then we started, talking to nearby dwellers. And we came up on Mataji. And she happened to be a proprietor of a shop there. But she was influential, quite. So somehow they came to know that I'm visiting from India and this and that. And she started talking. I said, Mataji, the time is running out, and how come they are not opening the deity for darshan? Oh, they have not opened yet? I said, yes. Okay, I will go. Okay, I will thank you very much if you do so. And she brought a security guard. The security guard had the key. No more pujaris, only security guard. That's what it means. So security guard came with this long key. It's like a big metal rod, right? But nicely carved handle to twist, turn around. And we saw the lock was also this long, in a very peculiar museum piece of art, like that. And you open it. You won't find this kind of locks anyway. So, like Chandu Narayan, the ancient deity, they have the ancient tradition still going on. And he opened up, and there were several devotees along with me. I wanted to shift. So no, not allowed. I said, forget it. You can go far away and then take the photo if you can. So Nitya Truptada's husband also came at that time, and he was taking good shots of ancient temples. I remember the deity book that came out. Beautiful photographs of deities all around these ISKCON temples throughout the world. This was compilation of Nitya Trupta and her husband. Yeah, good, excellent photographs. So anyway, that is Chandu Narayan. And we saw beautiful deities, beautiful carving. I took from my little baby camera of the shots. So, but the point is that that tradition is not there. Devotees do kirtan and invoke the love of God and revitalize the consciousness. We might have beautiful history, but you can't cling to the history. You have to bring about the purpose of following the religion in the first place. History is not your religion. But our religion is historical because it is eternal. Because it is eternal. And eternality belongs to the soul, not to the body. So therefore, conflict between the soul and body has to be resolved. Conflict between soul and body has to be resolved. Conflict between body and body cannot be resolved. But conflict between soul and body will be resolved because one is a superior energy and the body has to comply to the demand of the soul. It's not that the soul has to comply with the demand of body made up of 3 modes of material nature. No, that is material life. When the body has to, fulfill the desire of the soul in connection with the Supreme Soul, that is becoming the religion. That is the dharma. So we see that realm is within us. Where our constitution of the soul is said to be Satchidananda Vigraha. Even though it is fragmental, insignificant, yet it is qualitatively one, even a fraction. So how much love do you need of reality? Very little. But qualitative love should be there. However quantitative love that you may put in the material aspect, it will be more frustrating. More will be, bringing us troubles. So the idea is that that realm is within us and we have to invoke by chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So how is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is creating? Dule Dule Daura Chand. So the Harinam Sankirtan is a spontaneous activity. It's a spontaneous activity of the soul. When you call out of the dire need, spontaneously, it doesn't require any external contrivances, whether of knowledge or expert pronunciation or even years of experience. No. Calling out is spontaneous when you understand the dire need. Yesterday we were giving example, a child is calling out for the mother, but he may do it in mischievous ways too. Knowing the weakness of the mother, if I cry, then she will give me, otherwise she will not. So let me cry. Did you cry like that? No. You must have. You are a good boy otherwise. So, but a genuine cry can attract the attention of the mother. So in the same way, when the soul is in dire need of, connection and protection and nurturing and all the aspects of our virtual livelihood. This livelihood is temporary, but eternal livelihood in regaining our conscious activity in the spiritual realm. That dire need is of very importance in chanting Hare Krishna. So then even Pashupakhi vidare, Pashana vidare, Pasupakhi jure, Pashana vidare, Sunigar jar gunagar. Even the stone can melt. Ramchandra could only float the stone, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would melt the stone. Isn't it? Huh? Parama Karuna Paudui Jananditai Gaurachandra. That mercy Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought. And these birds and other animals can respond. Then what to speak of my stone-heartedness of not desiring to chant the Holy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chants to melt everybody. If Jagai and Madai can be melted out, what to speak of me? I am nobody. I can easily fall prey to the transcendental chanting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Do I have to give any other one? Okay, more by then.
And after that, some more.
After that. Where is my water? That we sang yesterday.
Yeah, this is.
Any other?
The third one is we sang yesterday.
Oh. Oh. It looks like this is on the 10 top chart.
Aapke farmaish.
I used to hear that Binaka Gitmala every Wednesday. Who was it? I mean, Sayan. हमने खबर हो तो देखिए सुरती लाला जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद
Hare
Guru ke ravai bhavarila Guru ke ravai bhavarila Jaya Jaya Jagannatha Hare Krishna Nama Gaura Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Nama Gaura Jaya Jaya Krishna All glories to dear son of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi. All the three worlds offer praise unto his lotus feet. In Nilachal he holds the conch shell, disc, club and lotus flower, while in the town of Nadia he holds a sannyasi staff and a water pot. It is said that in olden times as Lord Ramchandra he killed the demon Ravan. Then later, as Lord Krishna had revealed the splendorously opulous pastimes of Goloka. It is he who has come, from Raja he has come to Nadia. Accepting the mood and luster of Sri Radha, he has come from Raja to Nadia. He has come, now Lord Govinda, the cowherd boy, has come as Lord Gauranga. He has come distributing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Vasudev goes says with folded hands, he who is Gaura is he who is Krishna. And he is He also says that if one fails to understand the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which will be revealed only by Nityananda, to say Papi Gelo, that Papi would simply comes and goes uselessly in this world. So, we should try to understand the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Nityananda Prabhu or the representative of Nityananda. not Nityananda, but the discipline succeeds and carries on in the life. So anybody, any questions? It is already 1 o'clock. We are on time. सबकी चुप तो मेरी भी चुप मैं क्यों बोलूं half an hour more all right oh establishment of the house. Why do we need a house? Only to stay, sleep, eat and enjoy. Then, where this process of establishment of our livelihood and where to have a house is important. Where do you get this notion? Why house is essential? In a grahastha life. Oh, again, expensive. Why house is important? Shelter, physical shelter. A house is capable to give all kinds of shelter. But it can also become jail. It's also another kind of shelter for the body. Right? Stha, grahastha means sthir. He has to become stable. No wonder for the horse also, for the horse stable. Stable of the horse. The horse has a tendency to run around. Even animals need stability. And so stha means stability, understood. But then Krishna also coming to do some establishment. Dharma samsthapana thaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Samsthana means institution, is also a big house. Prabhupada created a big house in which the whole world can reside. But let them be Krishna conscious and then they can reside. Not otherwise. Krishna consciousness has to be established. Or in other words, it has to be re-established. But the establishment is required. When there is discrepancy, wherever and whenever there is discrepancy in executing the principles of religion, so to re-establish those principles, again Krishna says, I advent myself in every millennium. In every Dharma samsthapanam sambhavami yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati. The glanir bhavati means discrepancy in executing the religious principles. that destabilizes us. But our life can be stabilized by executing the principles, the codes of religion. They make us stable. But stable in which way? Because once upon a time we were stable in Krishna consciousness. But a slight misuse of minute independence made us unstable, and we were thrown from our original position into a degraded position. So it has to be re-established. So therefore we need an establishment at every level. Dharma samsthapanartha. If Krishna has to execute and institute the principles of religion, and he comes to do that and establish that, and then he goes away. That is one of his main functions. So, we need stability in executing the principles of religion, so therefore we need a house. Do the brahmachari need their own stability? For brahmachari, house is not the place. They have to go to Guru. Right? What do you think? Because they don't have place in the house. They have a place in their Guru's house. Vanaprastha, they have to get out from the house. Right? And go for pilgrimage. And the sannyasis, they don't have a house either. So they are like dogs going from one house to another. Can't clean. Prabhupada said, I established 108 temples, but none is mine. It's all Krishna's. I'm not going to stay there. You know? So in this way, only the grahastha. But functionally, all the four ashrams are also supposed to be pretty stable, but without formal institution, because they will be sheltered either by Guru or they will be supported in the ashramas, or they will be going on behalf of the Lord and Guru all over the world. So they are called moving ashrams. But only Grahastha ashram is a stable ashram, no moving ashram. But how long? Whatever it is. We don't think right now of how long one has to be in Grahastha life. Krishna will dictate. It's not over to So we see the stability is required both in physical nature, at the same time in executional nature of the purpose of the ashram. In brahmachari life, the stability will be achieved only under the shelter of the Guru, right? Grahastha gave an independence to manage their own, so they can support everyone else, all the three ashrams. So they need some stability. They need a place. They cannot always do moonlight job and just go on from one place to another. As soon as I came, I told Jagannatha Prabhu that every year you are changing the place. That's the real sannyasi. But the purpose of the house is to become stable so you can take threefold multiplied, services. So that stability is a physical stability, but again it is for the purpose of Krishna consciousness. So they have their own responsibility beside the responsibility of the three ashrams. So you can say, unless they are stable, they can support the three ashrams. If the grahastha life is unstable, all the three ashrams are unstable. It's good to establish the Daivi Varnashram system in which the ideal grahastha life is executed. Then other three ashrams will be established. If we do not have the congregational development in their own respective field of stability, how is it possible to support other three ashrams? Just like you invited in this grahastha ashram, this is ashram. That is supported. Not only you can extend yourself to support the other two ashrams. So it is a great responsibility in terms of Krishna consciousness. However, one may have simple outfit or elaborate outfit, but it is all meant to serve Lord Krishna and his devotees in their respective way. Because the ideal grahastha life will support other three ashrams. Other three ashrams are not going to support ideal grahastha life. We cannot depend upon them. Only they can give the guidance superfluously. But actually the whole movement, the power of the movement, this is the powerhouse, both spiritual and material powerhouse. So it must be established. Must be established. It's a broader responsibility, so it cannot be undermined. When a grahastha may feel a little cumbersome to support the temple, he should not be casted as a Maya. Immediately some people say, oh, he's in Maya, that's why he's not. But you cannot estimate the responsibility he might have to carry. Always remain compassionate, rather than to jump on a decision. Or a judgmental aspect is very detrimental. So, because any sincere endeavor to establish ideal householder life is of utmost value, because all of the three ashrams are going to be nourished, nurtured by this ashram. It's not only that they are the breadwinners. They have greater responsibility of management. If one is successfully been able to manage his own personal life of sadhana, he can manage his own ashram, he can manage his external service, he may be a manager there too. But the core of management is Krishna conscious. So he can expand his consciousness and awareness throughout the world. Actually there be even leaders of the society at large. Sometimes the leadership is given to either brahmachari or even a vanprastha, retired person, just to keep on engaging prematurely, or one who has an experience of a later day because of his old age. We can utilize his experience. But that is only a time gap situation. It has to fall in the hand of a stabilized ashram, that is grahastha ashram. Then the institution as a whole can also see the stability. You cannot criticize, oh, they have just come to earn money and that's why they are doing everything and they give us little. but actually we are still in neophyte. You do not know. You cannot be judgmental and cast them off in the neophyte situation either. The standard of household life is much more stricter in Melbourne, and you are all brilliant, shining stars. Such a spirit, the knowledgeability and responsibility is not to be found in India as such. There may be sincere devotees all over the world, but doesn't meant that such sincerity can be developed in educated mind. It's very rare. So, I'm happy to remind simply the original purpose of the establishment of the household life, and especially having a shelter in which the proper functionalities, both spiritual and material responsibility, can be executed. Right? So we bless this house and the dwellers of this house, including Lord Krishna and Gauranga, Radha Gopinath Ki Jai, all the devotees, including Sri Swami, Srila Prabhupada, and Jagannatha Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. May they eternally guide their disciples and to Krishna conscious responsibly. That's the class. 15 minutes. So now let's have a question and answer for 15 minutes, then we'll do Mahabharata.
Maharaj, why can't we wait till the old age to be Krishna conscious?
Prahlad Maharaj says start from 5 years. Why did you waste all this time? You want to still wait for another 30 years? Huh? Meanwhile, what will happen to the mirror of your mind? You could have accumulated so much dust. Huh? So many impressions must have come in your mind, and some might have been too difficult to erase, not easy, and you have very little time, short time after the old age. You are kidding? You can take those chances? No way. Huh? Earlier the better. But the earliest is all the best. You become Krishna conscious and you raise your kids Krishna conscious right from the beginning, because you are giving that opportunity to your kids, which is very rare. Yeah? Anybody can have that question, oh, I will have to wait till when I become old and invalid, and then I will chant happily ever after. A person will not be able to sit, what to speak of walk, like me. I hate walking. Those who came with me, they know it. Maharaj doesn't want to walk. Because I cannot sit even properly. No? Do you think, am I going to chant properly when my mind is so turbulent? Oh, you bet it is. I'll be simply kidding myself and bluffing all of you. What can I do? I'll be called miser. I will be called a miser if I waste my life and wait for the old age to come. And it is so much unpredictable that you must have forgotten by that time that you were promising at that time. Even in the womb of mother, the child promises to Krishna, my dear Lord, let me come out once. and I promise you that I will remember you and never forget you. But as soon as you come out, your parents are waiting. That mother yesterday was saying that I must seek happiness in this lifetime. You know, I said, you will not be able to seek in this lifetime. They said, why are you telling that birth, old age, disease and death, yeah, miserable. I think birth is very wonderful. I said, to you, not to the child. She was trying to know something, maybe genuine seeker, but at the same time, I said, this is what Krishna is telling, and how could you not realize this? But I think I can still become happy. I said, you are already happy. Why have you tried to become happy? Your constitution is happiness. But your bodily constitution is not made up of happiness. It is troublesome. Because you have acquired body, bodily happiness is not going to be desired. Why are you seeking happiness in this body? You have to start distinguishing your reality from the body. So, you are a real person and you are happy, but under the body's influence, you are miserable. You are never happy. If you get one gulab jamun and you think you are the happiest man in the world, how much gulab jamun is going to last in you? It will create miseries too. I am suffering. How many miseries of how many gulab jamuns I have eaten? They try to entice me by bringing me one. You know, Maharaj, this. They know Maharaj cannot eat. They said, here it is. They are trying to remind me miseries. Good, thank you very much. What can I say? Yesterday, you can't compensate that sweetness either. Where is my mother? She made. You made good one. But Rasikanan's mother, she made with stevia, and she put so much stevia, it was bitter blood. I gave you, you ate happily, because Maharaj doesn't give you. He can't open his mouth. Until I have to admit that it is so bitter, then everybody says, they wanted to make me happy by giving me an artificial laddu. But it was so bitter. They put a lot of sweetness of stevia, and stevia will be bitter. Anyway, it's really fun. Krishna is making this joke with the old days. So, it is sweeter than the laddu itself. Okay? Any other question? Not this stable, very stable.
Very stable. When we start thinking practically, those comments, what practice, wife, children, work, boss, shopping, grocery, mortgage, bills. This never-ending list.
Oh, you are talking Srimad Bhagavatam.
That is what is practical, because of the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are, when you think of the other three ashramas, I feel because it should more better than the other ashrama. So how do you call this as being how to understand?
No, but you are not talking in opposition. Okay, that's good.
Not visible.
Well,
How do I understand?
right, but you are speaking with Bhagavatam. Good. Isn't it an eye-opener? But Bhagavatam will put the tinge of love in your eye to change your vision. Whatever you have. You asked for it, you got it. But you can't complain. Right? So, but Krishna is teaching through Narad Muni, through Yudhishthira, how to lead an ideal household and remain stable. So, Bhagavatam points out the root cause, but at the same time is remedy. It does not leave you lingering, hanging in the air. What is the best remedy for such? How do you make it so pleasant shopping? Let shopping be there. But how would you make it so pleasurable experience rather than miserable experience of emptying out pockets? How would you? Just have Krishna take him for shopping. Right? Do the shopping in his consciousness just for his favor. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said you don't have to remove anything from your life. But utilize him conversant with the wording of the That's the perfect thing. That those people who are ignorant of there's Vedic culture, and Vedic culture is based on Vedic, final verdict. For that purpose only, and implicitly add to it. Therefore, we encourage you. Okay, do more shopping, Mataji. Devesh, tell mommy to take me to shopping center. You want to bring something for Krishna? No. That's the problem. They will never take you to shopping. If you say, yes, I will bring for Krishna, then they will take you. You watch out, okay? So, you are fun. So, the whole idea is given in Bhagavad Gita. Na buddhi vedam janayet jnanam karma sanginam joshet sarva karmani mukta sangam samacham. Krishna advises how to incorporate those who are attached to the result of their work, whether they are in so-called household life or this or that life, but actively engage in entangling activities. Do not discourage them. But those who are experts, they have to become exemplary how to dovetail the results. The results are not supposed to be for sensory activities. Srimad Bhagavatam also says that this life is not meant for giving pleasure to the dead senses. Rather, it must be executed to bring out the Atma Tattva, where you have to restrain and dovetail the senses, engage the senses in service of Krishna. Kamasya nendriya prithvirla bhojivete. As long as you leave the desires, that's kamas, Na indriya pratirla. They are not meant for the benefit of our dull senses. Rather, jivasya tattva jigyasa. Jivasya tattva jigyasa na cha arthaya karmani. In our execution of devotional service, we must try to seek out the tattva. And we must remain inquisitive about the tattva. That's the truth about our reality. That is the function our karma should be employed. So therefore, joshayat sarva karmani mukta sangam samachare. All the activities should be dovetailed and sarva karmani. So mukta sangam samachare. One can remain even the while performing all the right activities of household. The quota, you can imagine, Prabhupada says to keep the body and soul together. Anything which is extra can give you reaction of bondage. But sometimes you are allowed to fulfill some desires in order to make you working harder. So in reciprocation you will obtain some extras, right? Some extra more than necessary for your keeping body and soul together. But because you are going to keep it, you are going to entangle, right? In that entanglement, you will be taking by full understanding how much calculated it is. So, if you just check, it's like investing in stock market. We were talking yesterday. How much you have to invest? Very little or none, because it's very unpredictable. So the entanglement and a calculated risk is to be predictable. As soon as you find signs that the stock is falling down, better sell off. Come out from it. Always, whatever you have extra, it belongs to Krishna. But you want to take the custody on behalf of Krishna. You may tell him, he will allow you. But then make him equal partner in that 50-50. So you take only 50% risk, let Krishna take the other 50 because he is investing too. You are making him partner. He wants 100%, but you are giving only 50%. He will allow you. But then you manage his portion also in 50%. Safest. But the thing is that this responsibility on behalf of Krishna that you are taking, it is an important part of devotional service. It becomes devotional service. Rupa Goswami decided that, gave the guidance. So we will be saving ourselves from Tena Tyaktena Bunjidhamagravakasya. Tena Tyaktena means you have been given your quota. Suppose if your need is that and you are able to maintain the quota, then Krishna will allow you to increase the quota. But again in that quota, 50-50 division should be there. You may increase your quota as much your capacity would be, just to remain engaged in karma yoga, not karma. That is binding. That is called karma yoga. You are doing on behalf of Krishna. And Krishna says that if you can't live for me, then you offer the results of your work to me. If you can't offer, then You have to just use your intelligence. If you do not have intelligence, then you just chant Hare Krishna. So, everybody can offer to Krishna more or less degree. But when we have to fulfill the obligation, we are dependent upon him. We borrow everything from him, and then we do not want to remain obligated to him. That is called stealing, being thief. Tell me, what have you not borrowed from Krishna? So far, everybody, can you make an accountability in this life? I'm not talking of other lives. How much you have borrowed. At least, as long as you know your life, just make an accountability. What do you have? What is your liability? What are your assets? How much you have borrowed from him? You'll find out. How much is he getting again in his account? You will see if we are not giving any 10 pennies, and from how many lives we have not been giving. So, if we have to give him back, we know that it is impossible to give him back. Does it mean that your obligation is absolved?
There is a ring for it.
Therefore, knowing this, we will surrender to him. And Krishna says, oh, now you are dependent upon me. You were also dependent upon me. Now also, what am I gaining? Give me some love. Otherwise, never love. So Krishna is easy by trading our life. And also all the obligations of our life. Sarvatmanaya Sharanam Shanyam Siddhatum Bandam. Surrender to Krishna fully, then we are liberated from all the obligations. Devarshi Bhaktastan Ranam Vitranam Nayam Kinkara Chakram Kinkara Sarvatmanaya. Otherwise we are obligated to Devatas, Rishis, Pitrus, ordinary human beings, even the government. And we all remain subsequently dependent on them. Don't you pay income tax to the government? So many other taxes. So much salary you might be giving to somebody and to work on your behalf. All because your parents brought you in this world, you are obligated to him too. All the Devatas and Rishis chalked out our religious path and systems. We are obligated to him. So, Prabhupada said, instead of giving and fulfilling somebody's obligation first and then other, why don't you pay your obligation to Lord Krishna, everything in the central treasury, and all will be getting their, that is also there. The option is ours. It's not that we don't have any option. We ignore the options, we ignore the paying back, and it's outright cheating. But Krishna says, I am the greatest. You can't get escape.
People in ISKCON, they ask why they discuss more about material miseries when we should have a positive outlook.
What is the positive? We are talking positive. Material people, they talk of miseries, but they don't have any solution of it. They don't have any positive aspect. Who else besides Krishna consciousness give you positive aspect? We talk of positive, but we do not ignore the miseries there in heaven. We are not having negative attitude to the miseries. Otherwise, what is the necessity to give you positive? But we want to make you aware of the negativity, so you can acknowledge and you can look for positive.
Gauranga, he has accepted the mode of Radharani, and then he also accepted the complexion of Radharani. So he came in Radhabha, then why we put peacock feather on him?
Why not? He is Krishna. Combined. So can't you put peacock feather once a day?
Yeah, we can, but...
Then in the night you take it off. Right? So he will be totally immersed in Radha Bhava. But he is doing Sankirtan during the day. So we put peacock feather. He is Krishna. Do you think he is only Radharani? Then is Radha Krishna combined. Do you think when Radharani will be there, peacock feather is not necessary? Oh, without peacock feather, Radharani does not accept him. You better believe that too. Otherwise, he will say, oh, you are Vishnu, I don't need you. The host.
You said Chaitanya, anybody who has not understood the Chaitanya Prabhu, they are basically wasted their life. But Chaitanya Prabhu's appearance comes so rare after Krishna's appearance. How do you understand it? Still everybody
Very nice question. If one does fail to understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who advanced himself only 500 years back, so it is applicable to the people of Kali, this particular age. Otherwise also, if people forget to explore their Atma Tattva, they are as good as animals. They failed in the what you call conquest of the life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu makes it so much easily available, not only Atma Tattva, through the holy name. He is showing the path from where we have come from, originally. Go back home, back to Godhead. Nobody else told that you will go back home, back to Godhead, where you have come from, where you have your eternal relationship, unchangeable position. Yat katvana nivartante tattamam paramam. People are coming from other realms all the time. But when Krishna is telling that this is his abode, and you are intimately can reconnect yourself, not only there, wherever you have left from, but you can advance further, so you can go back and you will stop again coming and going. Otherwise, people have fallen from the realm of impersonal Brahman, Brahma Jyoti. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not only sends you to Brahma Jyoti, but gives you a process by which you can go further where the Brahma Jyoti emanates to the lotus feet of the Lord. So, if we fail to understand the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then, okay, you want to go to Vaikuntha? Would you solve your problem, or will you still hanker for some love? If you go to Vaikuntha planet, your real problem of love of Godhead will not quench. You better believe. Even Vaikuntha-vasis, they aspire to enter into Radha Krishna Leelas. And they want to go, they cannot go directly, but because they have to correct the mood, so they have to come down. They even join Krishna Leela to experience such part, and they play an important role because they are eternally liberated people, but they are not eternally established into Krishna Leela. Yeah, they hanker for it. So the idea is that if we fail to understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he does not keep us on lower levels of our so-called temporary existence. He is putting us on the highest platform of our eternal occupation of the soul. So that is in Golok Vrindavan. So if somebody fails to seek the opportunity and do not try to take advantage of the highest possible aspect, then it's not that fortunate. It's still incomplete.
Another question.
Okay.
Maharaj, in Grihastha Ashram, how should husband and wife deal with one another?
You mean they should agree with one another? Disagree with her?
What is the husband's duty towards the wife and the wife's duty towards the husband? Can you speak a little bit?
Oh my God. Both of you want to do another Saptapadi? They will teach you what you are supposed to do at that time. But anyway, Narad Muni can easily tell you. Do you want to tell you in a nutshell? Oh, I don't have shell, only nut. This relationship should not create too much entanglement. So, in this relationship, there should be proper respect. As a devotee, should be cultivated. You know, and it's only up to the physical nature that she has to be subservient and faithful for her perfection and this and that. But the husband should also remain expertly maintaining every effort but detached with her. And such detachment can be imparted into her. Just check the highest ideal Kardamani and Devhuti, how they have been chaste, appreciated each other, but at the same time, it is only up to the functionality with obligation of the Lord that we have come into connection. So they make husband to be Vishnu or representative of Vishnu and wife to be Lakshmi, and that's why Kalyan Utsav has been going on. Kalyan, it is for the benefit of others, and especially to invite living entities, those who are subtle, to be raised up and fulfill their desire in Krishna consciousness. Give them opportunity. That's how they become Prajapati, progenitors. But at the same time, they are supposed to cooperate with each other to maintain all other living entities too. Then, if both are earning, then how should they spend their income? That is also told that they should spend most of their income in serving the Lord, worshipping the Lord, inviting the sadhus and spiritual master. They should spend after them, and then spend after the family maintenance, and then the rest of the living age. Go to the pilgrimage and others. There is no other frivolous activity that they should ever spend. Otherwise, entanglement would be there. This is the life of remaining freedom in Krishna consciousness, where simplicity and the lofty ideals of Krishna consciousness can be achieved simultaneously. So it is a great responsibility with awareness, full awareness. It's not an automatic thing. We have to put an effort. So husband has to become guide to put the effort in Krishna consciousness. And wife has to be agreeable, and at that maximum, if she has something for an maintenance, husband can listen, but at the same time work out in such a way that does not create attachment. Attachment means bodily attachment. In Krishna consciousness, positive attachment is towards Krishna. So if a husband is attached to the wife for the service of Krishna, that is true attachment, not otherwise. Yes?
Krishna Maharaj, it's a question. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declared that every town and village in the whole world will chant the glories. In this age of Kali, is it going to get worse or better?
It is better than why are you there? You are inducted in the army of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Take your machine gun and go in no town that has been ever spared yet. Go.
Is it possible?
It is possible. It is becoming possible. He was all alone himself. He didn't go out of India. Prabhupada came out of India. And he already started. Why do you think you are in a bhakti vruksha? You gain the strength, you are the soldier. You have to fight in each and every corner of that town. Not every town. That's almost every town knows Hare Krishna. But you have to go in every corner of the house here. And get everybody. It's free of charge. What do you think? Aren't you getting training? Is it not possible? When you will be properly trained, you will be automatically telling something about Krishna because you are gaining him. You have to distribute him. Do you think you will keep your Krishna in your pocket and never let him come out? Huh? Yes, expose him. But be careful. Huh? We have to expose him only to those who are faithful. So you will corner atheists, which are not faithful. They are only 2% in the whole world. Only 2% atheism is there. So 98% you have still make a big dent, right, in every town and village. See, in China, even though we don't have temple, but the holy name is ringing. We have almost 145 Namahatta centers. The big congregation. And it is nothing, but it is just the beginning. You know Einstein's formula, he is put MC square. You apply here too. It will be a big bomb. It's a chain reaction. You don't have to send the chain letters. If you believe in Hare Krishna, you will go back, otherwise you will go to hell. So you send this letter to another 10 people. We do not threaten, we act by love of God, that's all. Have you received any chain letter like that? Oh, from Sai Baba? Like that. They don't have faith in holy name, that's why they send the chain letters. Somebody did for Krishna also. I do receive. One time from Balaji it came. One last question. Okay.
Nobody does.
You are asking on behalf of Devesh? All right.
Continuing the same question now, sometime Grihastha Ashrama, because we'll be, once we enter, then we don't find that the miseries. Once we go deep, then we know how miserable it is. And many times I feel, and I repent, that why did I end up? I should have been brahmacharya, So is this healthy repentance?
Actually, it is the feeling of everyone. You are simply speaking for your behalf? No. Ask them.
What, I want the clarification.
You have clarified everything. You don't need any more clarification. Because it is true.
So it's the right type of repentance sometimes, the repentance is healthy or not healthy for a grihastha.
But, again, you are a soldier. You are supposed to do the duty. You can't run away from one ashram to another. Right? Arjuna wanted to become mendicant. And Krishna chastised him. You can't run away from your Kshatriya dharma. Varna and ashram cannot be separated. They are all going hand to hand. Because after all, struggle against Maya, isn't it a war? Do you want to run away? After entering in the war? No, you will be trapped. Don't try to run away. The opportunity will come when there is nobody there to fight with you. That's why then you can go free. Krishna gives that opportunity and proper time. That's why somehow or another we get the age of retirement where we are advised to enter into Vanaprastha. Because we will still be fighting war within ourselves. If not in the household. War is going to continue. But it will be more concentrated to fight within our own mind. You think giving up one wife is good enough, but you have another 5 within you. There are 5 wives are still. Everybody. What is the use? So better fight a good fight in Krishna consciousness. You may think to run away, but you got the glimpse. You can't glorify this Maya. You cannot glorify her much. You can only glorify as Chaya. And she is working in exact jurisdiction and guidance of Lord Krishna. Ichhanurupam api yasya chestati. So, that is her positive nature. You have to understand why these troubles are coming. Because Krishna has designed that we come to our senses sooner or later. But come before we give up this path. So in good harmony, one has to both willfully enter into the jurisdiction of Maya as well as try to remain, floating like lotus. That is the best example. Mahaprasade Govinde, Namo Brahmane Vaishnave, Rabba Punyavatam Rajan, Vishwasanam Jayate, Harira Vidyaja, Indriyata Heta, Vipile Vishesagare, Dharmadye Jivayati, Logomaya Sudharmati, Akijeta Katina Sansare, Krishna Bharadayamai, Parivare Jivaya, Prasada Nadiloba, Namritapa, Radha Krishna Gunaga, Srinidako Shri Chaitanya Nitai, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhagavad Prasad ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai.
Holiness Vedavyasa Priya Swami Maharaj ki jai.